Good afternoon, everybody. I just missed it. Dang it. Um, I would have hit noon. Or maybe I will hit noon for you guys. I don't know. We'll see how well that lands. Um, Welcome. Um, I felt like going ahead and finishing the model because, I don't know, I was really excited and I wanted to rig today. I wanted to get all the details in the stream so that future viewers can see it. That's my that's my intention here. Hey, Zephyr. Time zones, I guess. So for me, it's afternoon right now, but for you, I guess it's morning. So welcome. um. Oh my gosh, y'all. I really cooked with this model. I really did. Check it. Check it. Oh my gosh, man. So I went ahead and textured everything, got it all looking good. Man, am I proud of what I've done. Wow. I went ahead and embraced like just no shading. So just emissive textures, and then I do the shading via via pixel art. I have no words. I have legit no words. I think it looks fantastic, and it looks great in the renders too. It looks great. Like, I'm not joking. This really popped. I really popped off with this. So just to catch you up on a few things, here's what I did. I went ahead and I textured the face, of course. I then adjusted a bit of proportions on the head, made it a bit bigger on the top part to give it a bit more floof, because otherwise it would just look a little weird. Oh, went ahead and made the cloak. The cloak is something that I'm also really proud of because I didn't show you, but on the top part you have a texture here, but on the bottom part you have a different texture. Mind blown. Oh my gosh, man. I thought this was impossible, but we got it. I can actually show you guys the shader. It's really simple here. Here's what I did. So here are the two textures, one for the front side and one for the back side. And basically we run them through two shaders, emissions, and then we run them through a mix shader. That'll just combine them. Now, depending on whether it's back-facing, this side that is rendering is back-facing or not, it will either A, use this texture, or B, use this texture. And if we take a look at, where is it, the normals? There should be normals somewhere. I should be able to show you guys the normals wherever they are. No, well, this side right here. Oh, right. Hang on. I'll get that to you. Hang on. Yeah, right here. Look. All the normals are facing up. So this side is the front side. So that means this side must be the back side. Same here. So I made the inside of the cloak different than the outside. Whew. That was awesome. I liked that. I liked doing all that. What else did I do? I also made the hair go up, because that's also going to be its own bones and rigs and all that. Same with the ribbon here, same with the cloak. It turns out that the Regressor, thank you Regressor, has a lot of cool tips on his blog, which you should go check out on Tumblr. One part that I discovered for myself is just to make spiky hair, or yeah, just to make spiky hair, you just extrude a side, and then you just merge it at the center. Who knew? Like, I found that when I was making this model as like a shortcut, but I didn't realize that was an actual thing, like that they did. What else to do? Oh, right. One last thing before we get started. I need to tell you guys something. Or two things. First, the emission textures will not work unless you change the color management. Initially, it looked like this. It looked all washed out. Look at the render, man. Look at the render. It's not doing the thing. It's not doing it for me. This is what happened with the Sonic and Surge render, and as well as the Frontiers render that I made. I did not know how to change this. I thought this was default across all of Blender. Change color management to standard. Look at it now. Look at it now. Don't tell me that doesn't look better. Don't tell me, because that looks awesome. I like that. I think this is the greatest thing in the history of ever. Alright. Oh, and I forgot the other thing. As you can see, I have a new profile picture. And I actually did up finding the original video to the chip dancing. I have it saved on my hard drive. So, I don't know. Maybe I could play that during the stream. Yeah. You should be excited, Nebula. This is actually like, I'm really stoked about this. To make spiky hair. Okay. I'll go ahead and show you guys the spiky hair. Basically all you do, you take this side, you hit extrude on the normal, and then you hit M to merge, and then at the center. There you go. Oh, right, that just did remind me. I do need to... where is it? Alright, yeah, we need to enable screencast keys. Here we are. There we go! I can't believe I forgot to enable this for the past few streams. I have to remember to do that. Alright. Yes, I did find the chip dancing video. It's legendary. And now that I did find it, I'm embracing it, because I think the person who made it, I don't know what happened to them. They deleted it off their Tumblr, and it's no longer there. If you go back to my older videos, I link to it, but it's no longer there, so... Who made it remains a mystery, I guess. I was also, just sort of lobbying the possibility of a name change, because I've had this for the longest time. It's an interesting name to say the least, but I don't know if employers will like it. But I'm just throwing it out there. You can leave your thoughts here, or just do whatever. I'm just gonna get to streaming. I'm just gonna get to work. Alright. So, I have a pre-registered shape of bone shapes right here. Each of them have their own shapes, and, well, a list of bone shapes. So, like, I have a switchboard right here. Do I take requests from anyone? I usually, when it comes to commissions, I'm planning on opening slots, probably in the future. I don't know. Depends how lucrative or how good I feel about doing it. But right now, I just want to get this the set done, and yeah. So we have a circle, compass, cube, hip, switchboard, torus. Everything will come into shape. Just hold on a bit. Now, what we're first gonna do is gonna make the IK, or sorry, just the regular bones. So we're just gonna make an armature, and then we're gonna set it in the viewport display to be in front, and bring this down a little bit. This is gonna be our root bone. And now we need to make a hip bone. Now a spine bone. I believe that should be good. Just one spine bone. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? Bro wanted to dance. Fate Grand Order. Oh man. Yeah. Only requests I usually do are for commissionees. Sorry. But, I will take it under consideration. Alright, so hip, spine, and the head. Now when it comes to rigging, the only one that really matters is the head of the bone. Essentially, that's the part where the head's going to be pivoting. So if it doesn't look like it's pivoting right, it's probably the placement of your head. What's the difference between commissions and requests? So it's more so a logistical difference for me. Character requests are characters that neither of us own. A commission is a character that you own. That is your intellectual property. Hope that clears it up. So Nebula here, their model is a commission. Because I believe they made the character. There's different terms and services for each one. Alright, we're gonna make it go straight down. Yeah, it is yours. Okay, cool. Alright, now we gotta parent it here. Keep offset. Commission it. Well, that's a request. Basically, for character requests, for characters that are not owned by either of us, I make them publicly available. So, for example, I've been commissioned to do Cosmo from Sonic X, and that's filing under a character request. I'm going to make the Cosmo model available to everybody. That's exactly it. You got it right, Commando. Leg.L, and then foot.L. All right. When it comes to the right and left side, remember have .L at the end of them. Let me clarify something here. When it comes to that Cosmo model, I am giving the person that did request it because they did a bit of time to work with it, or what is it? What am I saying? I'm giving them a bit of time to have the model on their own. So just private access. That's what it's called, private access. It's more so like eventually I will release the model. That is a fact, yeah, because I don't own the character. And I want people to learn about 3D modeling and all that, so, you know, it'd be kind of, it'd be kind of odd if I didn't do that. I don't know Miku Miku Dance. That's the only thing. That's on me. That is cool. Good job, James. So here we got to do shoulder.L, arm.L, excuse me, and hand.L. Awesome. That's usually what I do for the base rig, nothing else. Everything else from here on out is gonna be an addition. So all I usually have is a root, hip, spine, head, shoulder, arm, hand, shoulder, arm, and hand. For characters that have tails, I usually have 3 bones. So let's see here. What are the models for? Whatever the commissionee wants. If they want to put it in a game, that's up to them. If they want to make an animation with them, they're free to do so. Only thing that I ask is nothing to do with not safe for work contexts. I don't want to be affiliated with that. Alright, so now we have the tail root. Tail mid 1, tail mid 2, or just let's call this tail mid, and then tail Let's call it mid 2. Mid 2, mid 1. That's good nomenclature, I think. Good enough for me. Tail, end, root, mid, end. Awesome. I think that's good enough for me. 4 bones. When it comes to the cloak, what I've learned is basically what you want is to have all the bones along the lines. So we're going to want a ring of bones here, string of bones here, string of bones here. That's usually it for the cloak. And then for the hair, we can just have like either 1 or 2 bones going out here. Or maybe 1 for each vertex if we're feeling fancy. Who knows? So let's go ahead and do that. Or maybe not. Let's try and rearrange this. Okay, we're gonna need a wireframe to be visible. There we go. Oh my goodness. How hard is it to import models from games into whatever you're using? For example, converting a Whopper flower from Genshin or a... Depends whether I'm ripping them or not. If you're talking about from games, that's a per game basis. There's not like one ripper that I use if I were to rip any games. Yeah, that's all I can really give at this point. Yeah, it's definitely a per game basis. When it comes to that. Like when it came to the Rush models, I just ripped those myself. Like, it wasn't that hard. Like, honest to God, it was not that hard. You just needed to find the right tools, which are usually on GBA temp. And after that, it's a matter of just doing it. Are Goombas mushrooms? I don't know, man. It's a Chris Pratt question because I'm pretty sure he spent all his life stomping Koopas. I'm pretty sure he knows a thing or two about Goombas as well. Alright, we're gonna call this Cloak Mid 1. And then Cloak Mid 2. And then Cloak Mid 3. There you go. And then this can be Cloak Mid L1. Or Cloak Side 1.L. Cloak Side 2.L. Cloak Side 3.L. The larger Goombas tend to be rare? Yeah! I would figure that to be the case. Cloak Side 1, Cloak Mid 1, Cloak End 1.L. Alright, so now we have that. We need to get the hair in. I'm picturing that we'll probably need 2. Two sides, like one for this side, one for this side. Because and then 2 bones, so something like this. And then oh, I could do ear bones. I don't usually do ear bones. But in this instance, I think it's kind of necessary. So let's do ear 1.L. And let's put a bone here. Probably gonna need to end up fixing the... the offset on that. I've never played Super Mario Brothers U. I'm gonna be frank. I just had a Wii. Yeah, I think we're gonna need an additional bone right here. We're just gonna attach it to that. Yep, it is. Let's call this hair 1. Hair 2. And let's call this hair 2.l. And I'm just gonna add that 2.l. Oh my gosh. Top 5 hardest castles in Super Mario Brothers Wii. I really don't have that much of a distinct memory to remember all of them. My bad. Alright. Oh shoot, we also need the licks in the front. Well, I welcome all the questions. For this, we can just go ahead and just do 2 bones right here. We can call this hair lick F. Make sure our nomenclature is the same across all of them. And then we're gonna have the back be a bit different. Fun fact? Oh my gosh. Good for you, man. Congratulations. What's my fun fact, y'all? I better think of something quick. We can call this hair lick B1. No, straight up. We gotta do that. Hang on, let me cook. Have I watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? You know what? That could be my fun fact. I have watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And I didn't get scared. That's my fun fact. Just a little ominous, y'all. Just a little spooky. Okay, that only needs one bone right there. Ah, oh, no way, Nebula. That's crazy. Okay, I forgot to take care of that. Take care of the ribbon, so let's go ahead and do that. The family episode traumatized you? Yeah, I get that. Commando iceberg video? Oh my goodness. Alright, ribbon end! Pardon? Okay, YouTube just AFK'd me. Womp womp. Alright. RB1, RB2, RB3. I think we have everything. Antlers should be fine to go unrigged because they're sturdy. So now what we need to do is we need to symmetrize it. Okay, it symmetrized all the right bones, cool. How do all these gray sticks not confuse when they overlap? I have generally good depth perception, I guess? I really don't know. I guess what could be good is if we group them like this, and then remove them from here. There you go. Now what we need to do is we need to Alright. I think I'm not sure how you want to put this in your stream. But for me, how IK works is I have two bone collections, one for FK, one for IK, and then I have a deform section that actually controls the deform. I'm willing to rig it however you want it, Nebula. Should I just continue forward with the way I want to do it, or? Because I usually have it's kind of proprietary to Blender, so I'm not sure what you want to use it for. Of course, you want to put it on your streams. I think I remember hearing that from you earlier, but yeah. Okay, VRM model. Okay. Well, in that case, I can just do the regular rig without IK. Alright, no worries. I'll probably just make the standard rig no IK for that purpose then. Or I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do the IK because I want to get that on stream. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up on their end. Ooh, I do want to get it on stream though. All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Thanks for the input. How? Alright. So what we first need to do is we need to gather up. Okay, we shouldn't have symmetrized it. Oh, womp womp. Time to go back. Alright. Need to battery name, find and replace, find.r and replace with deform.r. Replace all bones. Alright, and we can just do that. Cool. Cloak end 3. Okay, that's a kind of bad naming on my part. Whoops! Here, let's do this. Mix it with end. Side replace with side. There we go, and then replace mid with capital M mid. Okay, all we need to do here is just delve into the actual name of it. Now, all of these should have deform. Deform. Awesome. Let's see. Hip, spine, head. Pretty much all of these. They don't have a dot in it, it's fine. Set name as a suffix, we're going to add deform to it. Mid 1, hip, spine, head. Oh, that should be named head. Hair lick. Okay. This should be good. Let's go ahead and parent the mesh with empty groups. So now this is where we map the bones. We can do a bit of controlling later. We're just gonna do a bit of weight painting right now, and that's the part where we're gonna need to hone in our focus a little bit. Looks good. I usually start with the extremities and move in. So if we do material here, and oh, and I usually use weight painting. Use the weight painting options over here. Shoulder, arm, hand, deform L. There we go. Mark the UVs. Alright, now... I don't think I should mark that one. Just leave that one unmarked. Because we're bringing that around. Nah, it should come along too. Should be arm deform. It's everything else in here. There we go. Let's see how this works. Okay. Oh, we should switch it to local. If we didn't bring that along, what happens. That kind of works. Deforms better than most of my models. There you go. I'm glad with that. Now, ooh, fun fact. If we take this, if we ever copy, huh, interesting. I don't think it's possible to, if we duplicate it and move it up to the arm deform.r, delete that, replace it with this, and if we go ahead and mirror it, I assume that mirrors this one. No, it didn't. Okay. It didn't do that. Interesting. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, weight painting only works for vertices. Just remember that. It only works on vertices, is what I meant. So, faces are not what it moves, or paints over, it's the vertices. That's a common misconception. Alright, so now it should move ideally the same if we hit the symmetry X. Some good weight painting. Topology. I meant. Whoopsie. Automovile, whoopsie daisy. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of the legs next. Should be foot deform. Let's try this. I wanna go and see if this works. I don't want it to move like that, so if we get rid of the top row, what happens? I think that'll work. Yeah, weight painting only does vertices. That's something to definitely keep in mind. Especially as you're weight painting. Alright, hopefully I've gotten these right. Let's test it. Well, let's turn off the symmetry here. Oh my gosh. That topology is kicking it. Literally. I'm gonna use this topology for the rest of my life. Is there any way to mirror selection? Gotta make my life a whole lot easier. Shift Control M. Yay! Okay, so now we know which ones not to select. One, the top one. We're gonna select these for the thigh deform. When everything is slowly working out. Yeah! Yeah! Let's... I'd say that's an accurate statement. That's a good stretch. Okay, that's not topologically stable. Okay, bring this forward a little bit. What if I didn't? Okay, that would work out better. Topologically. And if we didn't select this. If we didn't select that as well. Okay, I think most of the problems are really coming from these two being selected, so if we remove those, let's see what happens. Works out better than expected. So wait, if that didn't turn out to be a problem, what if we did assign that? Show me the wireframe. That's not the wireframe. I'm not sure if I like that. What I got for Christmas yesterday? Thank you for asking. I got a 3D printer. Woohoo! Now I can finish that synthesizer of mine. Okay. What if I did a funny? Uh-oh. YouTube, what you doing? You really think I'm AFK, don't you? Okay. Doing the funny does not... What if I... 0.5 them? What? Did I not? How has it not selected that? That's whack. Who's the better voice actor, Devin Mack or Ryan Drummond? You're leaving out Jason Griffith, my guy. That was not the right. That was not the right thing to do right there. Okay, this looks fine, but as soon as we move it forward, it starts clipping. What if we instead weighted them for 0.1? It still acts the same. Or what if we multi-weighted them? So we weight the pelvis. So just to keep track of what's not selected. Go ahead and select this, that, not that. Where's the hip? It should be at the top. Alright, that deforms nicely. Up until there. Which means that it should be weighted a bit more. There we go. That's some good deformation. We're getting somewhere. Then we add it to wherever the thigh is, thigh deform.l. And we make it for 0.1, I believe. I believe that was our deal, 0.1. 0.6, at least for the top one. And here it's 0.1, which we got. If we decrease both of these to 0.5, I think it was fine at 60. Just need to adjust these a bit more. Maybe like 0.2? That'll do it. Mostly. Blue Archive. I have never heard of it. Try not to sit down challenge. Oh my goodness. Alright. That was it. That's what we need to do. There we go. What happened? How'd that happen? Hip deform, thigh deform. Just hip and thigh deform. Schwartz wanted to pick. That's crazy. That's where it is. What? There's nothing there. Oh, wait, no, there it is. So that means it's probably, yeah, womp womp. All right. What? Oh my god. Yeah, it was. Let's go ahead and select all the hip deform. Make sure we're all even. I don't even know how I managed to do that, actually. Alright, looking good. Now... six, okay. Where'd foot deform coming from? That should be leg deform. I guess I mistook it for leg deform or something like that. Or thigh deform, oh my goodness. Alright, that should be fun. Yay! That's some good waiting. Now we just gotta wait the other side. Random deform attacks. They're strategizing my demise. I think I just need to pay more attention. Thigh deform here should be 0.6 to match the other side. Same with this one right here. Alright, does it move the same way? Seemed to fix my problem. Alright, that looks good. And making sure. Awesome. This covers all of the lower body. Wonderful. Well, maybe not the backside. Let's take care of that. Almost. There we go. For this, let's tail brute deform. Here we are. We're rotating this for the middle. Rotating this as well. For middle 2. Sure, we're selecting this entire face and then tail end. There you go. Now it should be evenly distributed. Nice. It's well done. We're gonna get to that point. We're gonna get to the point where we can IK fidget around with it. Just stay patient. Just stay patient. We're gonna get there. This will be the spine. Now, this will also be the spine. Select the neck as well. Now we should have everything below there. Yes, that's good. Now we need to also include the ribbon in our spine deform. Alright, Cora, here's what you missed. I started rigging. That's it. I did finish the model off stream. I did finish the model off stream. That is something I should clarify, though. Oh shoot, I should also include this part as well. Well... Alright, only certain parts. So I'm thinking just the top part. Let's go ahead and do that. The bottom part could be controlled by each of these bones. Thank you, Cora. Appreciate it. Let's do... Where is it? Ribbon... Root. Yeah, skeletons tend to be like that. They tend to be a little spooky. May need to combine that into one depending how it feels to animate. Feels alright. A little unintuitive. Five Mary. Root, deform, R. And it's just this for mid. Just this for the middle two. These two for the bottom. I think I'll get rid of the... Get rid of that one. Can replace mid 2, uncase sensitive to end. And then find and replace one with nothing. So it's just mid. Now we have to do a bit of name collisions here. There we go. There we go. Looking sharp. Okay. Time for the cloak. The cloak should be easy. We just need to do everything. Mid 1 should be this one. Mid 2 should be this one. Mid 3 should be this one. Side 1 deform should be these two. Side 2 deform should be this one. Side 3 deform should be this one. End 1 deform should be these two. End 2 deform should be just that one in particular. End 3 deform should be that one. And it should just be easy to replicate on this other side here. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. We're gonna watch it come to life. Except this goes wacky, hang on. It's not really going wacky as I thought. Ooh, so since this is gonna be Nebula's model, they're actually gonna be the ones to animate it. But I don't know. Well, by animate, I mean like using the VRM software. I've used that before. Aw, they're not crap. They're cute. Okay, I think the cloak turned out pretty well. Although it's a bit too late, but I would have another one. Or hang on. We're probably gonna have to get rid of this off of spine deform anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. And add each one of these to its own cloak, respectively. Cloak end one, side end one, mid one. And then end one. And how are you gonna make the cloak move with the arms? That's gonna be a how do I put this? That's gonna have to be manually keyed. I don't think that part was a good idea. I think it kind of has to stay like that. Because there's no other way I can get that to function right. But yeah. It'd be a little difficult to have the arms rig along with the cloth. And how they did it back then is they just had bones for the cloth. I'm gonna quickly slide this along the axis real quick. It's gonna make the bones a bit more even. Hopefully a bit more tolerable. There we go. Looks like a fine cloak to me. Where is her? Yeah, right there. Alright, just for context, what I'm doing right now is test posing so that it looks right. I think the majority of the cuteness of the design should go to Nebula. Put a lot of work into it, as you can probably tell. Alright, I'd say that's good enough. Last thing we need to do is rig the head. But first we need to do everything else around it. So let's take care of the ears, and then the legs, and then the hair, and then the head. So this should be earring. Man, I wish you could search for these. Earring deform, earring-deform.l. Here we are. Alright. That should be it in terms of ear 2. And now when we select all of these and then deselect that, that should be our ear 1 deform. Let's check how that works. Oh, one thing to be careful of is the Grand Blender doesn't have a search function. Not for certain stuff, no. Unfortunately not. Assign that to head. Assign this to head as well. But not the deform. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, now what we need to do is select the earring, Control-Shift-M. Now find the earring deform for the other side. There we go. Ear 2, select, Control-Shift-M that. Oh. Select, then shift it. Ear 1, assign. And now we have head to address. Select that, Control-Shift-M that, assign it. Awesome. Now we have hair to worry about. This is kind of the part I was worried most about. Because, well, you might see. It's just going to be a lot more work than I would normally expect. I might just go ahead and make this transparent. Just please don't. Oh, never mind. If we're connecting it directly, then we should be fine. There you go. That's temporary. I just didn't want that in the way. Alright, what did we have selected? This, that, that. You have some coding homework? Good luck with that. I know a bit of code. Print, happy holidays. Hooray! Of course, I should probably let on a bit more than I know. Or the other way around, I should... Well, I'll shut up. I can't figure out what I want to say. Hair to deform. We just need the regular hair to form. Hair to deform. Here we are. No. Maybe not this one. That should remain untouched. That should... Okay, YouTube, please stop. Alright, let's see how this works. Remarkably well. A lot better than I would have expected. That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and parent this to this. So, in order to move these, you have to move these as well. Or we can do that through bone properties, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and take care of the rest. So hair 2, we have those selected. We're gonna need to select these and these. For hair 2, deform L. And then for this one, it's just hair 1, deform L. Go. Let's see how it works out. Okay, quick topology redo. What am I redoing here? Here. If we dissolve that edge and do that instead, that'll happen. I think that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and separate these. I don't like how it turned out. Alright, now we go into hair to deform. What? Oh. That might have been the end of that soundtrack, in which case I will go back and change it. Just give me one moment here. Alright, let's change it to, I guess, my stream music. I'll pull this up real quick. I don't like the way that's bending that vertex. There we go. Looks a bit more natural now. Lovely. Alright. I think next we gotta do the licks on the front, and then we'll get to the head. Like, just actually, like, do it the entire head. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. We just gotta do it in one fell swoop. I think those three are the only ones we need to adjust. I believe this is hair look F2 here. Not sculpt mode. Object mode, switch over to pose mode. Alright, yeah. I guess my intuition was right. I'm surprised. Good afternoon, Raider. Ooh, look what I did! Look what I did here! For the eyes, something really cool. Something that's really cool is I shaded them. I pixel shaded them. I know I said this in the beginning, but I want to point it out again. I pixel shaded them, and I added a hairline here. So that, you know, if you stretch it out far enough, you know, you won't see the seam. Of course, you will see the seam if you lift it up far enough, but you won't be able to see that. Because the hair can only go out so far. That's my rant. Let's go ahead and select these vertices. And hair lick B2, I believe. Nice. Now... Okay, keep an eye out on that one because I'm not sure how it's gonna act. Oh, add this one too. Yeah, remove it. Thank you, Crit. Appreciate it. Alright, now all that's left is to take care of the head. Which we can mostly do by just selecting that. I think that got most of them. Where's head deformed? Here it is. I believe this should be hair like F1. Seems difficult to learn Blender. Tips for Blender. I'd say the most important thing whenever you're learning Blender is not necessarily how to model quote-unquote correctly, but getting used to the software as a whole. I'm self-taught, so I can't really provide a end-all be-all, this is how I learned it, this is the step-by-step, because my journey is obviously going to be a bit different than yours. Dino Jungle's playing in the background. I will say, it is a lot more beginner-friendly than when I first started in 2.7, so if anything, you have a better shot of learning it now than if you wanted to do it like 3 years ago. Or 4 years ago at this point. Well, in any case, I'd just recommend finding a rig, like just a pre-made rig to animate with. I have a few of those in my Discord server if you want to join. Of like specifically Sonic, low poly Sonic, and like you can just throw those in Blender and just start making stuff with those. I have a member that's a part of my Discord server that is making a lot of renders, and I'm really proud of him. So just understanding 3D models and 3D animation will probably help you in turn make those 3D models. That's sort of my thoughts behind it. I can probably show off a bit more of my beginner models too, to sort of expose, hey, I wasn't all that great. I didn't really have any 3D modeling experience prior to this, so I just straight up just was bumbling about. Guess the best way to explain it. Okay, where is it? Hair lick RBR. Here we are. Too funky. Too funky. And hey, just to set the record straight, I started out as a shitpost maker, so like, you know, if anybody would least expect, I'm probably like the least expected person to ever like do this sort of stuff. So if that gives you any sort of encouragement, go for it. All right. Just started out Blender as an animator, using like grease pencil or something else. Wicked Wild! The Wicked Wild!
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Hey, hey.
Like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
Ah, 3D. Okay. I mean, you already have a bit of experience with like 3D models. Grease pencil, yeah.
Plain poppycock.
Let's see. I would say, oh yeah, grease pencil can be particularly helpful, especially if you want to draw out effects rather than like 3D animate them. Typically, I would go for animated effects within Blender rather than grease pencil, mainly because that's just me. Okay, do we have everything? Okay, we're missing a bit. Hey, 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 hey. Goo engine? Uh, do you mean Godot, or is there something called the Goo engine? Alright, we're good with the cloak. Alright, so the base rig is done.
That's just plain poppycock.
That's very nice, thank you.
Ah, the Goo engine is a modified blender made by Dylan Goo Studios. I haven't heard of them. I'm gonna look them up real quick. Oh, interesting. They work for Ruby. Interesting. That's cool. I generally prefer vanilla versions of products, except of course Generations mods. But um, Yeah, modified blender sounds pretty neat. Alrighty. So for this part, we're gonna make a lot of bones. We're gonna make a lot of them. And then we're gonna do some drivers. Woo! Drivers! Woo! Man, I was introduced to drivers after a lot of my animations. So while I was not making the whatever you call it, the Sonic and Shadow animation, and like the Blaze, so I don't think I had IK then. And when I learned about IK, I mostly used drivers. But this one's gonna be interesting. So body, cloak. What should we call these? Extra. We'll call them extra. Alright, let's check something out real quick. Okay, we still have a bit left here. What are we missing here? Alright. So the corners right here need to be assigned to head deform. And everything should be perfect. Awesome. So extra will include this, 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 that, and that. Not that though. That is fine. Basically, I want the animator to not have the worry to focus on one at a time. So if they want to focus on the extras, they can do that. If they want to focus on the cloak, they can do that. If they want to just focus on the root motion of the body, they can do that. But yeah, everything will be controlled here in the bone collections. This is going to be FK. This is going to be IK. And this is going to be deform. The deform should be always off by default. Let's bring back everything. We want everything here to be in deform. Now what we want is, how did I texture the model? Well, you can go back to last stream and find that out, or the stream before. I'm particularly proud of the hair. I spent an entire stream doing that. And the first stream is me modeling the model and also texturing most of it. So this includes torso, the arms, not the hands. The hands I modeled off stream, but the legs. Then I got to the feet and the hair in the second stream, and I did everything else off screen. Oh, I forgot to mention the ears and the horns I also did on stream. So yeah, check it out if you wanna. It's a good resource. Alright, so the fun part comes when we... Oh yeah, Nebula and I had a bunch of banter back and forth about like, oh, it's this. How do we do this? And we worked together to get that hair looking good. And we're better off for it together. Let's do the FK first. So let's Shift D this. We're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna remove it from deform, but add it to the forward kinematics. I think Uh... Oh goodness. Houston, we may have a problem. Ah, so you don't know what FK and IK is. I got you. Check out this GIF. This is forward kinematics. Basically, you're rotating each along the bone, right? Now, inverse kinematics, it's going to be a little different. So you're rotating the bones at each point. And then for the IK, you would just move this control and have everything else bend. So you're only worrying about... For the FK, you're necessarily worrying about how it should bend, whereas for IK, you're worrying about where it is. That's the sort of difference. Ugh. For the body cloak and extra, I think I'm just gonna take that out for right now. I need to focus on getting the IK system up and running. We're gonna batch deform it. We're gonna find and replace find .001 and replace it with nothing, and replace deform with nothing. So this will be our main one. Cool. Yeah, IK is where you can get the fun, Oh, look at that! Chip's dancing to the beat. How fun. IK is where you can get the fun, messing around with that. And you can get your character to dance around with that. But we'll get to that, once we do get this IK rig set up. Oh, whoops. So now we're going to change everything in here. 0.1, find deform, replace with IK. There. Let's see. Now, I think the cloak should largely remain the same. It's going to be a little difficult to have the cloak running around being IK and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to just create the IK rig right here. Along here, we're going to do 0.25. Clear this parent. Move this along the back. We're just going to call this hand control. And this is going to be the... .l. It's going to be the arm control. Hey Chaos! Nice to see you again. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to extrude it here by 0.25 and then extrude it here. by 0.25. The other way. Do the fingers go in the IK? Hands? For hands, I just do separate models. That won't be included in this, unfortunately. This will be the knee control IK. This will be foot control. Alright. Now that we have that, we'll need to where is inverse kinematics? Okay, add IK to bone. Shift I, okay. Whoopsies. If we select that, select that, select that, will it work? Oh, womp womp. Pole arm that, will it work? Increase the chain length to there, and change to this. Should be 1L, I believe. Alright, now it should work, I believe. $90 degrees. Wonderful. Now what we need to do is keep this offset. Keep this offset. Lastly, what we need to do is copy location of arm.lik at the top of it so that it won't stretch. There we go. Now all we got to do is do the same thing here. Target K, Shift I, active bone. Knee control IK with the chain length of 2, pole angle of 180, and we need to make this its parent. Okay, I already did that. Oh, one last thing. We need to select all of these before we do something else and connect it to the root bone. There we go. What we need to do now is select this side, delete it, and now select this, the side that we put IK on. Sorry, original's better. Sorry, Crush 40. I had to do it to him. I'm feeling the original. And it should be IK. Ah, I forgot to copy the location. Leg IK dot L. Dare to find. Ba ba ba. Curiosity. There we go. Okay, we got the thing going with the skeleton. Um, what we could do with the tail is we could have it by IK. We could have it by IK. I'm not sure if I want to do it though. Let's try it. Bah, bah, bah. This life. Let's see what happens. Whee! That would be raw. If we delete this bone, extrude out on the x-axis 0.25, we're gonna name this tail. There we go. If we increase the chain length there, let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. You like how it works? Awesome. I haven't updated it yet. With the really really new rig. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how I started modeling with like Sonic stuff. I used that as a reference. But I actually really started with the regressor, so he has some pretty fantastic stuff. I do have a Discord server. It's chaotic. Um, it was once chaotic. I should probably mention that. Alright. Why did I remove those boon groups? Alright. This is where it gets bad. So what we need to do here is you know what? Can actually just append. If we go back to, I can actually just use one of my older ones. Go into Sonic's file, go into object and copy his skeleton. Delete the switchboard with that. If we duplicate that, or actually no, we separate that bone there, and we delete this, and can delete all of this. And I'm pretty sure we don't have anything else here, so what we can do is we can just join it. There. Bring this up, over, and we can, where is it? Oh, it's in pose mode. It has to be in pose mode, right. If we switch it over, viewport display, we go to custom object, we select switchboard, and we go over here and select our custom object to be circle? Yeah, there we go. Over here and affect our local transform. There we go. It affect the transform as well. There. Now we have a UI right there. If we wanted to, we could have a separate UI switch for the tail being IK, or we could just... Yeah, we could have a separate switch for that. Yeah, you can do a lot of things in this. I just made a bone into a switch right here. If we... Okay, this is where the fun part is going to come in. So what we need to do is open up Deform, and we're going to do two things. We're going to copy the transforms of hand ik.l, I believe, and then we're going to duplicate this for hand.l. But you may be asking, but it has two. Don't worry about it, man. Check this out. Add driver. Boom, drivers are our friend. Check it out. It's basically just like scripting. We're gonna show it in the drivers editor, and then we're gonna delete everything in here. Add a driver. Edit driver. Show in drivers editor. Here we are. What's our variable gonna be? It's gonna be this one. Lilith, switch. Here we are. In world space. What's this? I don't know. Here we are. So, no, in local space. If we switch it to there, that should be 1. So, here's the plan. Multiply a variable by 5. Therefore, our driver value is 1. Add a driver. Show in drivers editor. We want it to equal 0 when it's over here. Multiply it by 5. Or no, we gotta first get the switch in local space. Now we take this and subtract it by 1. Boom! Look at that! We switch it over here, 0, 1. Switch it over here, 1, 0. It's exactly how I want it. And that's how drivers work. Now the fun part comes to copying the wherever it is. We just gotta find it. It's not pose. Is it edit? Transform, snap animation. They couldn't have moved it. Parent, inverse kinematics, constraints, here we are. Copy constraints to select bones. And as you can see, that's where the problems kick in. Because, guess what? The drivers don't copy. Not all the time, though. Not all the time, because because sometimes it does, like right here, it did, and that really helps. But we just have to go through and do the painful process of copying and pasting drivers. And then we have to do arm.l, armik.l. So now, if you turn off the deform, and we're just focusing on FK I meant, you see it moves. But if we switch over to IK, it doesn't. Oh. Well, that's not supposed to work. Oh my goodness, I think I switched it up. Oh, it just copied the first one. There, now it should work as intended. So turn on FK. You can move it around, but go back to IK. You gotta move it around the IK. And that's how an FK-IK switch works! Woohoo! It's gonna be a lot of work, y'all. But gotta be in for it the long run. But symmetrizing can really help. Because theoretically, yeah! It should work normally. It is rather tedious. Yeah, and you can see it didn't, like, copy over the drivers. So we gotta go over and do that. And we gotta go over and do that. Seems that this needs to be flipped. RIK.R arm.R and IK.R and.R. Shoulder IK.R shoulder.R. There. There we go. I'm interested in these drivers. Let's take a look in them. Oh. How'd that happen? It's not supposed to be like that. You know what, y'all? It must have been from the previous one, because I scaled up the two. It's just gonna cause me a bunch of headaches here. Should be phi.L. And then Legal. Leg IKL. It should be foot IKL. A foot shift L. Foot IKL. Then we gotta run through and do all the drivers. Cool. Should be working now. Now all we gotta do is delete the bones and simich. Copy the driver because this one's clearly incorrect. There we go. That's all done. You know, one thing that could probably help is I probably don't need all of these to be like listed as IK and FK separately. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna delete all of these right here. You'll see why in a minute, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it'll help with the complexity of the project here. So delete it in IK and delete it in FK. My idea is that we can have these shown as their own layer. Yes, yes, goodbye bones. So we're gonna create a new layer, we're gonna call it extra. And then we're just gonna select everything here, as well as the back, don't forget the back, and throw it in there. Remove it from deform. Therefore, if we wanted to get rid of extra, we can. It's gone. Bring it back. It's there. I solved it. I solved the problem. Same with the cloak, too. We don't need it to be present all the time. So cloak. We're gonna get rid of the FK and IK versions of these. There we go. Now, all that's left should be the deform one. And what we can do, boo, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw this in cloak. Remove this from deform. There we go! Look at that. Oh, I forgot about the ribbon. Wah, wah. Alright. It's not selecting. Why am I hitting semicolon? I thought I was hitting L. Bring back to form. Throw this in extra. And remove this from deform. There! Now you should have a lot more of a simplified model. But if you wanted to focus on separate stuff, you can do that. So for example, the cloak, you can focus on that. We can call this body, because it's the one that's going to be present. And we're going to call this the IK control. We're going to bring the UI up here. So if you wanted to focus on the cloak, you can do that. If you want to focus on the extra, you can do that. Turn off the UI, you can do that. It's good stuff, really. I'll put up the body here. There we go. And just to be safe, I'm going to turn this off, and then we're going to do that. One day you will learn, and it will be fantastic. Shoulder dot L should be arm dot L, hand dot L. And in IK control, if the head's not gonna be there, hold on, I'm cooking here. We can get rid of this. We can kick this. Add back in the body. Or let's select this, select this, select this, select that. Or no, just select these two. Go into the body, go into the hip, keep offset. And then here we're gonna connect it to the body. I'm gonna go ahead and copy these. Apply these to the body and remove these from the IK control. We're gonna go into the body. Try to place that and remove the IK with nothing. So it's just gonna be knee control. Why is it spelled with two L's? Okay. Now we need to symmetrize these two. Oh, not like that. Just like that. There we go. Now for the IK control, what we can do is pose constraints, add with targets, hand control L. Pose, add with targets, copy transforms. That works. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put that back. Here, arm control here. What was it? Control Shift C? Control Shift C. Okay, cool. Copy transforms. So now it'll always be connected. Oh, wait, we can symmetrize this later. It'll reduce our time. There. Let's bring this back to pose mode. Go here. There should be foot control L, control shift C, copy transforms. Bring this up. Control shift C, copy transforms. Now we gotta make sure that it is on the right one, right? Yeah, all on the right one. Lovely. Now what we gotta do is remove all of these. And symmetrize them again. Before we do that, though, we gotta symmetrize the body first. Which we shouldn't have deleted in the first place. Go ahead, symmetrize that. Perfect. It flips the names too. Go back to IK control. Armature, symmetrize. There we go. Now it should all be working mostly fine. We gotta change this up a bit. Here, we gotta foot control. You know what? I don't think we needed that in the first place. Let's go back here. Ah! You scared me! Goodness gracious, child. Should be foot control. Hand control. Dang it. Hand control. And then here should be arm control. There we go. There should be foot control.L and then knee control.L. Go into here. Delete these. Symmetrize. There we go! I'm gonna go back into the deform. Make sure all the... which it's not, so we gotta do shoulder IK.R. Arm IK.R. Hand IK.R. What? Bruh. Bruh. Okay. Let's... hand IK.R, thigh L, thigh R, thigh IK.R. leg ik.r, foot ik.r. Awesome. So that was a lot. That was a lot, but let me explain. What I did is that I have all the bones that we need in here. All the bones that you can control are in here. IK control, only the bones that we need. Just these. These are the only bones that are affected by IK control. And what's more, these are parented under the original root. So guess what? We can get rid of root IK as well. So, I hope I did an alright job explaining it. Not my best work, of course, but you know what? We're going to break out the paint because I feel like it's necessary. So, let's see. Oh. Keep going, man. Alright. This is perfect music for this. So, this is going to be move, or we're going to call this deform. Right? This is going to be this layer right here. This is the layer where everything comes together. So, we have the bones that we actually control. Where's my stylus? I feel like I could draw a lot better with that. Nah, it's whatever. I feel like... I had it nearby. Oh well, I'll look for it later. So, here's our final deform, right? We have the body right here. The body, the cloak, and I think extras, I called it. The extras and the cloak can just go to deform. That's what we need to do. We need to apply the copy transforms into the deforms. The body, however, requires the IK switch. This can go back and forth, so it's going to require it. So what do? We can pass it through an IK filter. So essentially what we have is the FK version of the body rig and the IK version of the body rig. And we're going to use some circuitry for this. Depending on whether the switch is towards IK or FK, the circuit's going to be completed. So in this case, it's going to be IK. Your inputs are going to be registered as IK. But if the switch were instead flipped to be... where's my brush? Here. If the switch were instead flipped to be IK, or yeah, FK. It's supposed to be an F. There you go. If it's pointed towards FK, then your inputs are going to be registered as FK. Any IK adjustment you make in the FK world It's not going to matter unless you flip that switch. That's essentially what we're making here. Hopefully that explains it right. I just wanted to try something. There is a bit of intermingling between the layers. So the IK control layer is going to require the hand control, which is over in the body. So as you can see, there's no movement here. But if we turned on the IK control, you can see, oh, wait. There it is. You're taking notes, Nebula? As you should. If we switch it over IK, then it'll move. Look at that. It's not witchcraft. Maybe a little bit, but it does make at least a little bit of sense. Hopefully. Let's go back to IK control. This needs to be deparented from this and parented instead to this. There you go. What else? This should work properly. Oh, that's right. We haven't connected it yet. So we still have to connect it to the deform. However, it's not nearly as tedious. What we can do is select that, Control-Shift-C, copy transforms. It's fine, select line transform, copy transforms. Select head deform, copy transforms. Ba-ba, da-da. Tail end deform, copy transforms. Copy transforms, copy transforms, copy transforms. Boom! This should not have a driver. Delete driver. Get rid of that. Cool. The future. Shape the future. Look to the future. Yeah. What's going on there? Oh, right. I forgot to change it back. There.
No, you're gonna dig this.
Alright, there's a few more things I need to check out. I'm gonna IKFK merge to deform. That's what I'll call it. And we're gonna remove deform from all of these names. So it's a bit easier to recognize. Then cloak. Remove deform as well. Look to the future. There, and it should automatically change as well. Yeah, change the bone weights as well. Remember those? Those are on the model itself. I think that was a huge time saver. Like, straight up. So, bring this down. Bring this down.
No, you're gonna dig this.
Bring back the UI here. One thing we have to do is, or what I was thinking we'd have to do, is we have to copy the transforms of the IK, but we only need to do it once. So we're gonna head over to IK control, or no, the merge. We're gonna go to the merge, and we're gonna copy the one that says 1, because we're over in IK. Or, I can't copy it. Alright. So, go over to IK control, we're gonna Control-Shift-C, copy transforms. And we're gonna paste the driver here. There we go. So we need to select the IK hand first, and then the hand, and then copy the transforms of that to there. Select the IK and the I. Leg L. There, copy the transforms. Copy the transforms. Paste the driver. Copy the transforms. Paste the driver. It's gonna be a lot of repetitive work here when you're rigging, but it's really worth it, especially when you get to animating. Oh boy. It's gonna be so much easier. That's where it is. Okay. I kind of missed it. We're gonna select that. Copy transforms. Paste driver. There we go. There we go. Return back to FK. There we go. When one goes to animate, it won't mess with the rig or model at all. If you're in pose mode, no. What I'm doing right now is I'm setting it up so that, like, you can move the models around. And you've seen me do this quite a few times, so I'll demonstrate again. If I move this down, and I want to return it back, or I'll show you. It's in pose mode, it's in object mode, so you can see that it's changed in object mode. You have different modes: object mode, edit mode, pose mode. Those are the main three you need to know about. Object mode, edit mode, pose mode. When you're making models and all that. Object's going to be your primary one when you're moving around the world. Edit mode is where you want to edit with the vertices of an object. Pose mode is where you move around and you keyframe. Notice how if I go into edit mode for the object, it's still in the T-pose. I'm gonna bring back the model here. You can hide and unhide objects by pressing H. And then Alt H. Usually Alt plus the key you want to, the key that's, it does the opposite of the action. So H hides it, Alt H unhides it. And that's what I'm gonna demonstrate here. If we go into pose mode, and we want it to revert back to the original rotation, Alt R. Use R to rotate, Alt R. U G to grab? Oh no, it went too far. Alt G. Scale it. That's some buffs arms, but I really like to scale it back down. Alt S. Rotate, grab, scale. Alt A. Well, that used to work. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. All you have to do is R. Blah, blah, blah. You need to go, you need to Alt R, Alt G, Alt S. And that does it. Yeah, it'll really help you. And when you're keyframing, for like pose to pose or whatever, you're gonna use I. And then you can select whatever one. It's really important to learn, like, just small shortcuts like that. I hope that, like, really helps, by the way. Alright. I believe now what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit the shape. So we're gonna go over here, custom object hip. And then we're gonna scale it up by 20. That's a bit too much, so we're gonna do 15. That's a bit too much, so we're gonna do it by 10. That'll do. And we're gonna translate it back on the 0th axis, the Z-axis right here. There we go. It'll make it a bit more tolerable to see it. There you go. Now for this, we're just going to use a circle. Scale it up by 10, 10, 10. We're going to do 20 instead. That'll do. The wills to fight the night. Will to fight in a world that's not enough more light. There we go. So now we have a custom shape for the head, custom shape for the spine. That's not looking natural. We gotta go back and edit the spine deforms. So we're gonna add this to the spine, but remove it from the hip. That looks a bit more natural. On my own, overthrown and found alone, enough more light, failed to survive. We dissolve these edges here and instead do this. You see, it's really just a back and forth process between like editing and all that. We're gonna need to redo the UVs on this to make it deform right. That should do it. Ah, oh, I love Black Knight. Me when Black Knight. Alright, cool. Enough of that. We need to stop! Hey y'all! We're gonna check a color, so we need to change it to something visible. That will not be visible. Here and from the sun. Okay, like a night. Two, three, and a map to rule like a star. As I stand. Yo, I love that meme. I love like referencing that. It's so much fun. Okay, we're in pose mode. To the sky, you and I. Alright, the thing about the custom shape is that we can't change it. We can't change it via drivers, so it has to be the right one. We're just gonna have to live with it. As I said! As I said! We're gonna go ahead and add the torus as a custom object. We're gonna rotate it 90 here, 90 here. And scale it twice on all axes. That should be good. Now for this, we're going to use the cube, wireframe it, and the scale's going to be a little bit different. It looks just about right. Let's make sure that it is properly situated. Unlike the model for some reason. That was gonna bother me. And you can't copy attributes like the custom shape here. Not without an add-on, and I don't even know that add-on if it were a thing. (13.1.25.9) cube. 25.9. 11.7. Negative 0.11, negative 21. Negative 11 should be 0.11. 20. There. Yeah, as I said before, I'm really a Blender vanilla loyalist, but there's nothing wrong with using a good old add-on. There's always some sort of add-on that somebody has that makes the workflow a lot easier. I'll get to it eventually. But I don't know. It feels weird to use add-ons. Like, when people straight up, like, say, like, and recommend, like, add-ons, like, beginners to use add-ons, that's not necessarily good because you need to get used to the base product. There's an add-on called Animal, I believe. Allows you to like UV scroll animations and stuff like that, as well as texture swap and all that. It wasn't a good add-on. Like, it did not work the way I wanted, and overall made my experience with Blender a lot more frustrating than it should have. So I went ahead and discovered my own solution for like, I was using this to make people's mouths move. I'll leave this on. Like, back when I was first starting out, I used Animal, but it didn't work. It didn't work the way I wanted. So I went ahead and forged my own solution, and I like it. Everything is done in shader. There's no UV animation. I just swap out the texture. A lot simpler, a lot cleaner. And I figured it out for myself. Dare to fight, evil's might. Now, I believe, when messing with my models that I have in Discord, they don't have my updated system. Lazy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I've had those bouts a lot too, but luckily, oh, whoops. Like, not too long ago, I didn't necessarily want to go back to YouTube, or social media in general, because I was, like, really burnt out. You just gotta be in the right mindset, as you said. Let's wireframe it. Make it visible. Oh, wait. Hmm. Yeah, free time. Free time is definitely something you'll need, especially with like experimenting with Blender. Absolutely, I get that. And also, I will say, it does take a bit of knowledge and learning to just get used to everything. Where did... Here. There. I think should work like normal now. Yeah. Nice. Alright, cool. Nearly got everything done we wanted to for this model. Oh, absolutely. If you figured out like how to like perfectly use Blockbench, I can't imagine that like, Blender would be, different. Because like I feel like Blockbench, I think it's used to like make official Minecraft stuff. And if that's the case, then professional grade, I guess. Wonderful. And if we do that... Nice! Alright. Last thing. We're gonna go over to the merge here. And we're gonna copy this. Or no, we're gonna copy this. Go back to the body. And we're gonna go to, should be hide, right here. Oh. If hide is positive whenever IK is over there. So it should be positive now. Oh man, I had the right one selected earlier. ArmIK, ArmL, ArmIK.L. This one should be it. Alright. So we're gonna... Right. Select this, we're gonna go to the bone, and then we're gonna hide it. Wonderful. I think we got it. I think we've got this. I think we were done. Let's go ahead and mess around with it. Wow. Does this move around with it? No, we gotta change that. There we go. Like, have you seen that one video with the dog dancing to the Markiplier theme? This is what it's gonna remind me of. Yeah. Alright. Cool. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. What I would like to see, though, is, I would like to see a custom object right here. Get cheeky with it. Nah, dude, get jolly with it. We're still in the holiday season. You gotta get jolly with it, man. Alright, cool. And if you wanted to adjust just the body, you can do that. But if you wanted to adjust the cloak as well, you can focus on that right here. Get jolly with it, thank you. Egg dog-like animations? Oh, absolutely. Eat your heart out. There you go, and if you want to adjust the hair as well, you can do that. Has no sun. Hooray! Lovely. Alright, I'm just gonna double check everything real quick, make sure I'm satisfied. I guess the way the cloak falls, I could adjust that a little bit. But that's going to be a bit of a modeling chore. Oh, wait, no. It looks good. It was just the tail getting in the way. we want, we can angle this down a little bit and then rotate it like that. And then we have something like that, and maybe... What? YouTube, don't do this to me! I was just about to bop to On His Ship. Act 1 and 2 mix. Okay, and we can adjust the left and right to make that happen. Bring back the extra here. Whoa, too much! Let's put away in the bone layers. Boom. That's not going to be your render, of course, Nebula, but just get enough feel of it. Ah! Oh my gosh! How did we do that? How did we do that? This is actually the DS resolution. You need to divide it by 8 instead of 4. The original 1920 by 1080. Alright. That's cool. I'm vibing with that. And... yeah, that's the original DS resolution. That's why I bump it up. It's a bit too low for me. Yeah, because then you can see a lot more detail. Alright! Cool. Let's just bring everything back. UI can go under here. Why isn't this Alt-G-ing right here? Oh, because we're not in rotate mode. There we go. Jack. Okay, and extra can also go away. I think? Yeah, I think we're good here. Alright. Now, just a few more things here. Making sure everything is named correctly. Oh, goodness. Flip it. Assign it. Oh! What happened? Where's the camera? is it like that? Yo! Yo! Ah! Love the outline. Love it, love it, love it. I'll leave it in there, Nebula, just in case you wanna mess around with it, or I'll leave the material in there. I'll ship it over without the outline. Like the outline mesh will be out there, but I'll leave this in. Cloak. Make sure everything's back in the right place. Extra as well. Cool. Yeah. I think I'll leave it there. I'm not sure what else I could really do on stream. I was planning on it being short. We got it done. Hooray! Alright. I guess I'll go make a render. Oh! For those of you that stayed, I have a special surprise. If I can find it... Let's see. Here. I believe this was my first model. I believe this was my first model. Yeah. So notice how I did it all in one texture. And that's changed to be like just one texture per whatever you call it. I did it all in anim. It was all in like animal, and it was weird. Yep, pink, diamond, pearl. Let's look at another one here. I tried to make Steven, it didn't work. This one is, I think, pretty good. Yeah. That was neat for the time. I was messing around with it. What did I do there? What happened there? Yeah. You can see, like, it's a lot of quads, it's very blocky. The topology here is different from how I would do it now. Those legs should not be like that. But I was thinking about topology bending right now, so I think that's good. It works, it does work. But my goodness. My goodness, how far we've come. You see? You see? Alright, I assume y'all see. There's a before and after. I've been doing this for a few years. I think we're good. Alright! Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate for those of you that stayed and check this out. If you have not already, subscribe, like, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video off of these commissions talking about what I learned, and perhaps a tutorial series before the regressor gets to it, because that would be pretty cool. Because he did say he wanted to make a tutorial series. That would be interesting. Anyway, I'll make a render for this. Next stream will probably be another commission as usual. It'll be a lot shorter. It's gonna be a bit more of a Sonic original character, so we'll be doing it in my Rush style. No problem, Nebula. This was fun. I loved this challenge. Really allowed me to flex my creative muscles. Alright. Take care, y'all. See you soon.